these very important end-of-the-year issues. There's a lot of things on the table. FEMA has sufficient resources right now to do that. We do have to extend the flood insurance program, annually, effectively, to make sure that it's there, but we'll do that. We'll do it in due course. There's a lot of end-of-year issues that are being conflated with this very simple issue of keeping the government open. And that is the first and most immediate priority, and we must use every leverage point we have to force the Democrats to do that. And that's why we're handling the schedule the way we are. Yes, sir. Yeah.
Thanks, sir. You've talked about Leader Schumer's record with regard to continuing resolutions. Your record, you voted against continuing resolutions in the past, including when Speaker McCarthy was the Speaker. How do you explain your stance now versus previously?
Yeah, different circumstances, different times. When we did CRs in the past, you had leverage points of things that when the Democrats were trying to put their partisan priorities in, we were trying to use whatever leverage we had in the minority to take them out. Very important distinction right now. We did not put in Republican priorities in the clean CR. I could have put some of our priorities or poison pills or things that Democrats had done in the past to us. We didn't. And that's why there's nothing to negotiate right now. People say, why aren't you negotiating? I don't have anything to offer. I can't go to a clean CR and say, let me pull off the Republican priority and make it more palatable for you, because we didn't add that in. It's simply a status quo continuance. One of the things we objected to back then was these were Biden-level policies and spending. I still object to that. But what I'm trying to do is keep the government open so that we can readjust those things. And as I gave you the long background yesterday, the summary of how we got to where we are, the appropriations process is working again. And we're going to be able to reprioritize federal spending, but we have to allow the time for that to continue, and we need 7 more weeks. But every day that they keep the government open, it gives us less time to finish the job.
McCarthy was the Speaker, and you guys had a majority in 2023.
Yeah, well, we had divided government as well, right? The Democrats were, Chuck Schumer was over here negotiating in the Senate, and that's what's so ironic about it. When we were in the Oval Office, Chuck Schumer looked the president in the eyes and said, I've always been very fair. I've always allowed the Republicans their priorities. And I just looked at him like, oh, what? I'm sitting right here. I was the guy you were negotiating with. I called him at the 11th hour, I remember very vividly, and asked him not to put in a terrible poison pill that was a big Democrat priority that is outrageous to the conservatives. And he said, yeah, I'm sorry, Speaker, can't help you, and literally hung up on me, So now he wants me to be a fair broker. I have been. I gave him much more grace than he ever deserved. Yes, sir. Jake, sorry.
As a matter of principle, on the back pay, I mean, understanding that there are people who have opinions about everything and analysis about everything, do you believe as a matter of principle that furloughed workers should receive back pay?
Yeah, I hope that the furloughed workers receive back pay, of course. We have some extraordinary Americans who serve the federal government. They serve valiantly, and they work hard, and they serve in these various agencies.
Shout out Mike from the Ville. Shout out Stephen Edwards. Shout out Trey. What up with it?
People to go without pay, and that's why he pleaded with Chuck Schumer to do the right thing and vote to keep the government open. We don't want this to happen. The key point, the important point to remember here is this can stop right now. They'll get another opportunity to change course and open the government. And then we'll have all these policy debates, as we always do. This, again, is a deliberative body. We've got 535 individuals serving here between the Senate and the House. We've got to have the time to do all the deliberation, but you got to have the lights on to do it, and that's the whole point. Yes, sir.
Some of your own members have expressed concern about the expiration of the ESA tax credits. Marjorie Taylor Greene has been the latest one. There are concerns that when they expire, premiums for millions of Americans would skyrocket. Why not begin negotiations on that issue right now?
Because the government is closed, and as I've mentioned, that's a December 31 issue. There are lots of conversations and deliberations and discussions right now, even bipartisan amongst members, about necessary changes that would have to be made, pretty dramatic changes, to even have that considered on the floor. But look, I'm not going to forecast the outcome of that. The whole point is you keep the government open, and then we have those discussions. We were always planning to have those discussions in the month of October. That's how the process works. And this is a very complicated issue. It's not a simple one. And you have, as I mentioned, there's probably 400 different ideas on the table of how to modify, change, or improve that if it is indeed going to be extended. And there's lots of concern all the way around. But there's no way that if 4 of us can go in a room and just snap our fingers and say, oh, here's the solution, let's get it done. We haven't had time to do that. And so we will, But we have to get the lights back on and get everybody here working again in their committees, through their processes, and on the floor in order to have fruitful conversations about that. So we hope that we'll do it. Yes, sir.
Congresswoman Green specifically said that Republicans do not have a plan to deal with health care.
Congresswoman Green does not serve on the committees of jurisdiction that deal with those specialized issues, and she's probably not read in on some of that because they've still been sort of in their silos of the people who specialize in those issues. When we get the conference back and when everybody's back together, we'll go through a lot of that. I mean, I've spoken personally to a number of members in the last 3 days, Republicans, from the most conservative member to the more moderate member, with their various ideas on that. There's a lot of work that's been done on that. It's implied as if this has been some sort of ignored issue. It's not that at all. Okay, but everybody's entitled to their opinion. I mean, not everyone knows everything. Congress is a very complex organization, operation, institution with lots of things going on in lots of different areas of committees of jurisdiction. And no one member has read in on everything that happens because that would be an impossible amount of information. Yeah, let me go front row. Yes, sir.
Man, get out of here,
Trump
man.
yesterday expressed a willingness to work with Democrats on the health care issue. You say that's not going to happen so long as the government is shut down. Does that change your calculus that the president says that he wants to see some kind of a negotiation or discussion on this, even if the government is shut down?
Yeah, I don't know if you saw his truth after that was reported, but he made very clear that, yes, he's happy to sit down and talk with Democrats about health care or anything as soon as they reopen the government. And we are 100% consistent and united on that. I spoke to the president at length yesterday about that very thing. And yes, he wants to solve problems. The president is a deal maker. He likes to figure these things out and works towards solutions. And that's why he's a bold, strong leader that America needs right now. I'm excited to work with him on that. I have the exact same opinion and position. But again, none of this can happen until the Democrats stop inflicting pain on the American people and turn the lights back on in Congress and get everybody back to work. I certainly pray and hope that they will do that and they don't drag this on for political purposes. Thank you all so much.
Mr. Speaker, when will you swear in Ms. Grijalva?
Man, you gotta be shitting me. Yeah. All right, baked chicken. Okay, baked chicken. I see you in there. Then they gonna fade the shit out like they did. Man, get the fuck out of here, bro. Any essential employees? Because niggas ain't getting paid, right? Ain't that what's going on right now? Ain't no federal workers. Federal workers don't get paid when the government shut down. And the people that get, like, if they gotta do, like, non-essential workers, what, they get back pay, right? How this shit work? Between the government being shut down and Donald Trump doing his thing, boy, passport and visa, boy, I feel sorry for anybody trying to get a Visa card and become a citizen. I know shit tough right now. The government shut down. Trump already don't want nobody else in this bitch. That's wild. Let me get off in this chat, man. What we got? Stephen Edwards say, Rumonati. What's up with it, Stephen Edwards? Let's go. That boy Mike from the Ville say, let go, what up, rumor, man? What up with it, Mike from the Ville? Shout out to you. Shout out to Stephen Edwards, man. That boy shouting out. You said Stephen Edwards shouting out Mike from the Ville. That boy Mike from the Ville say, shout out to them members and them future members. For sure, for sure, for sure. My boy say, same shit, different toilet. I know that's right. Boy, with 2 cell phones, I can't even call it, my brother. You know what I'm saying? But it's another day above the dirt. So we good. That boy Trey, what up with it, Trey? Yo, man, everything good, man. Hope y'all got that good energy. Everything, getting everything accomplished that y'all set out to get accomplished today. You know what I'm talking about? Y'all got that energy already out there to carry on over throughout the rest of the day as well, man. The government is what? Still shut down. Is anybody affected by this? Is anybody affected by the government shutdown? Anybody, and then there is no time limit on this shit, right? The last government shutdown lasted what, a month? How long we been shut down so far? How long? Shout out that boy Mike from the Ville. Let's go with the $2 big step super chat. Let's go. He said, if anything, Congress should stop getting paid. Facts. Mike from the Ville say, shit, I still get paid. I still got paid. Excuse me. That boy say he got his bread. What were they talking about? Let's go. Much gratitude, much appreciation to that boy Mike from the Ville for that $2 super chat, man. I agree. If anything, the niggas that's holding the shit up should be the ones who suffer. Cause they gotta pass a bill, right? We waiting on, it's some kind of bill for funding that they gotta pass. Where's this, and then where are they saying all this money is going? What's up with the spending? Who's the accountant for the government? Who's watching the spending? Like, why are they? Say checks that was out still got paid. Some people have to work without being paid. Some people are told to stop working. The ones who are being told to stop working, they're not losing their jobs, right? They'll get back pay. If I'm not, don't they get back pay? For being sent home, once you get furloughed, right? They send them home. And they end up paying them, they pay them later for the time they missed. And the essential workers are working without money. Right? But do essential workers get back pay at all? I know non-essentials are supposed to get furloughed and they're supposed to get paid for the time they missed or something like that. Say, I don't know if they get back paid. They don't lose their job. Okay. All right, for sure, for sure. Shout out to that boy Mike from the Ville with the info, man. Shout out to all y'all aggravating that, man. Y'all so damn aggravating this morning, bro. I swear to God, y'all niggas aggravating this morning. But we in and out like a bank robbery, you know what I'm talking about? Masked up for a reason. We in and out like a bank robbery. We're going to get in and get out today, man. It's going to be a short one. You know what I mean? We're not going to be here for a long time, but we're going to damn sure do our best to have a good time in the meantime. You feel me? Because I got work to do. I got work to do, y'all, outside of YouTube. Videos to make, all kind of ish. So I know one thing. We're going to get through it. Mel says, good morning, Mel. XOXO. Mel says, all I know that I done been down this road before. All I know, my check better be in there on time. Get in there. I know that's right. That check better be on time. Have my money on. Last government shutdown was 2018, 2019, right? It lasted like a month. Shay says, good morning, my beautiful fam. I'm here, but I'm in my orientation. I know that's right, Shay. Do your thing. Do your thing. Do your thing. We in and out like a bank robbery today, so it don't even matter. You know what I'm saying? We We basically pulling up to the ATM. We gonna grab what we need and get the hell up out of here today. That's what we doing. You know, it's gonna be a short one, but hopefully, you know what I'm saying, we're gonna make it as fun as possible in the meantime. Shout out to you, Shay, get that money. Shout out to you, Mills. Get that money. They better have your money. Can't say bitch, we gotta say mint. Mint better have your money, because the government, you know what I'm talking about? So we ain't got no IRS. Who? If a nigga trying to get a house right now, if you trying to get a housing loan or a small business loan, all that shit shut down. So this affects the economy, right? There's a possible effect on the economy. Has the economy been affected so far? Where are we at right now? Hold on. Is there where I can look this? Where are we at? How much debt is America in? Fuck that. Well, how much debt are we even in, nigga? We still owe trillions to. Never mind. Anyway. Here's an even simpler question. This might be very simple-minded. Why do we make dollar bills every single day? Why are we burning money when we owe money? Why are we in debt when we make money, literally make money every day? That may be a simple question, but can somebody give me an answer? Why are we in trillions of dollars a day and we make money? We create money every day. The fuck? Or is it not that much power in a dollar? Do our legal tender hold weight? Why we owe? Anyway. Well, let me see something. Let me see before we move on. Hold on, y'all. Give me a second. Mel said, good morning, Rumi. Good morning, Rumi. You funny. Y'all hit that like button for me, man. If you didn't hit the like already, hit the like button, please. Mike Finnerville say, because we don't make our own resources. Wow. So we make money and spend it on domestic ish. Lots of ish from America ain't American. I mean, excuse me, in America ain't American. Facts. That's a fact. All of it say made in, not here. Hold on, y'all give me a second. Let me see on ChatGPT. What continues, essential functions, and what gets suspended or delayed. Okay, I'm just looking it up. I know you guys probably know. I want to see and I want to be correct. It says, during the shutdown, certain functions must continue for public safety, national security, constitutional obligations, and mandatory spending. Some include national defense, military operations, law enforcement, border security, intelligence, air traffic control, and TSA benefit programs defined by law as mandatory spending, veterans benefits, VA medical services, customs, border inspections, immigration enforcement, certain ongoing contract obligations, legal regulatory enforcement. What gets suspended or delayed? Permitting licensing and regulations, research and grants, education, student aid processing. Whoa, hold on. So new students can't go to, come on, bro. Wow. Education, student aid processing in detail says many staff at the Department of Education could be furloughed, which I was speaking of earlier. They'll be sent home and paid for their work later because they're non-essential. Processing of new grants, new federal student aid may slow or stop. Come on, man. Y'all holding up these kids' education. Sometimes their situation, a lot plays into timing and location. They may need to get into a school and get away from a certain area to move on with their life. Like I don't know, bro. That's just one thing. Is with, I don't know. National parks, museum, public lands, passport, visa processing. Like I was saying earlier, everybody who's trying to, now you want to become a citizen. Trump already didn't want you here. Now you got this going on. Well, he didn't want you here illegally, but now you got this going on, slowing down the process even more. So your ass might get scooped up and taken away well, shit, you're gonna get that anyway. Small business housing community development programs. We spoke on that as well. Nigga, you trying to get a house right now, you trying to start a business, right? New loans and new grants may be frozen. Contracting and procurement, many new contracts or contract modifications stop. Wow. Non-emergency personnel. In many federal agencies are furloughed, i.e. told not to work, see what I'm saying, until the shutdown ends. Wow. Impact already being seen, 2025 specific. Because the shutdown is actually underway, we see real-time effects. Flight delays and staff shortages at airports. Wow. Okay, essential air services. What is that? Essential air services. Oh, threatening air service. What? Subsidies for rural airports may expire soon, threatening air services to many smaller communities. Oh, okay, so all the little airports aren't gonna. At Hollywood Burbank Airport, there was a period where no air traffic controllers were on duty, forcing remote coordination. That's dangerous. That's very dangerous. Wow. FDA Department of Education staff are being furloughed. About 87% of Education Department workforce may be furloughed. 87%? God, that's so 13% of how many people work for the Department of Education are gonna still be working. 87% of these niggas gonna be at home. Jesus Christ. Agencies are developing mass layoff plans in shutdown if the shutdown stretches on too long. Infrastructure and transit funding, especially in states run by Democrats, has been suspended for or targeted. The economic cost is mounting. The economic cost is mounting. Estimates suggest $15 billion in GDP loss per week. Wow. What you might notice as a regular person: delays or cancellations in domestic flights, or increased wait times at airports, slower or halted processing of visas, passports, immigration paperwork, closure or limited resources in national parks, museum, federal buildings, delays in housing assistance, small business loans, community grants, fewer inspections, slower permits or halted regulatory actions. Some federal employees will miss paychecks until the shutdown ends, even essential ones. Wow. Private contractors might not get paid or have new contracts postponed. Local ripple effects. Businesses relying on federal contracts or employees may suffer. Wow. Okay. Government shutdown 2025. We still don't have it figured out, man. It is what it is. This is where we at. Mike from the field says, okay, Ms. Duval, good morning. Yep, so nobody directing planes in the sky. That's dangerous. No air traffic controllers on staff. Everything is remote. So nigga just like, yeah, I'm over here at 45, 71, whatever degrees. I don't even know how to call that. Wow, that's scary. Mike says air traffic control. I think Ms. Duval shouting out mails. Ms. Duval said, glad I work for a private company, but I have friends who work in government, and I hope this doesn't bother student aid, my student aid. I hope it doesn't as well. Reading that was a little disappointing, man. That's crazy. Ms. Duval said, I wonder if the government can borrow the $1 trillion debt from his, rich cousin, Miss Lottery Powerball, and pay back in extension payments. Right. We giving away billions with the lottery, but we trillions in shout out to America, man. Shout out to America. Hit the like button if you didn't already. Mike from the field says, this has happened every presidency. Business as usual, if you ask me. Agreed. I agree. Ms. Duval, yeah, Mike with the pop. Yep, that's a fact. Mike from the field. But with Trump, everything seems to be done to the extreme. That's what it is. Every single presidency swept illegal immigrants out. You're right. The government has shut down. Wait, I don't. Numerous times, I will say that I agree with you. It has shut down numerous times. You may have more fact than I do, or when it comes to that at this time. But yeah, it's heightened. Everything with Trump. He's an extremist. Mel says, "Good morning, Miss Duval. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Beautiful." What? Oh, she calls it beautiful. Oh no, I'm not getting on no plane now. Miss Duval says, so they playing airplane outside like my 10 and 8-year-old. They playing airplane with real like a 747 jumbo jet with hundreds of passengers on this bitch going at a man. You gotta tell the nigga, hey, you playing Marco Polo with the play. You gotta make sure you're not bumping into yo. That's crazy. Government shutdown. Like I said, we in and out like a bank robbery, man. We're not gonna be here for a long time, but in the meantime, we're gonna have a good time. We're gonna move on. Streaming live from a tent in the woods in Wyoming, man. Shout out to y'all, the most aggravating chat in the game. I promise y'all the most aggravating chat in all of the United States of America. Y'all so aggravating, dog. But I appreciate y'all the most, man, as well. I promise you that. We're going to move on. Let's talk about this boy David real quick, man, before I let y'all know. I'm finna find a better clip, but in the meantime.
Aggravated, bro. Aggravated, dog. There's no way in the world. There's no way.
Ain't no way in the world,
There's
dog.
no way in the world, dog. There's no way in the world, dog. There's no way in the world, but I can't. Aggravating, bro.
Government aggravating, bro.
Aggravating.
Aggravating.
Aggravating, bro.
Government aggravating, dog. That boy Mike from the field say Obama, Biden, Trump all had shutdowns. The reporting changes and the effects how it's viewed. Also, the party that takes majority of the office affects how the shutdowns are handled. Let's go. All right, we are using this under the Fair Use Act. This does belong to Law and Crime Network. This video is titled, "No Arrest Has David, D4VD, Been Cleared in Mysterious Death Investigation." Yeah, that boy David still ain't been named as what's going on? Let's see what they say. Law and Crime Sidebar.
As we think about the car, the property he was apparently renting, the new footage, the statement from police, we are now getting new perspective on this case from a former detective commander. Welcome to Sidebar, presented by Law and Crime. I'm Jesse Weber. As we continue to cover the investigation into the death of 14-year-old Celeste Rivas Hernandez, whose body was found in the trunk of a car registered to singer 20-year-old David last month, I want to now get new perspective. And I want to get new perspective, who we're going to bring on in a minute, a retired detective commander. And I think it's important because there are so many moving parts to this, especially since so much has been happening as of late. We learned a new timeline of events. We learned about what was happening with that property that apparently was being rented by David, whose real name is David Anthony Burke, which was reportedly, by the way, near where the car, the Tesla, with Celeste's body inside was found, this property.
Ms. Duval said the FBI said he's innocent. Talking about D4VD. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Broken thieves. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. D4VD. The FBI said he's innocent of this crime. Because like we was talking about in the Discord chat, that boy Mike from the Ville said it, man. Even if it comes out that he didn't take this girl's life, he still messed with the young girl. Ms. Duval said, yep, FBI said he's innocent, and they interviewed him. Wow, Mike Vanderbilt said crazy. So if that's not him, it's somebody he knows that has access to his personal belongings. She says he was a perv for sure. I wonder if, isn't his manager in question? Isn't his manager in question? Cause what you saying that Mike from the ain't this man manager in question? That would be the one who has probably the most access to his stuff at the time. He's not around no family, right? Or is it the neighbors or something like that? Because didn't they say the night that she went missing, they saw the girl running from the neighbor's house? This is a weird ass story, bro. God, this
property apparently nearby. We learned there was a possibility she wasn't murdered.
This some real true crime IDE channel murder mystery. This is crazy.
But here's
hit the like if you didn't already, man. Shout out to Mike from the Ville, man, for donating to the tent rent and green tea fund already, man. Let's go.
Here's the thing. There have been no arrests since her body was found in the trunk on September 8th. Authorities have not identified a suspect nor a person of interest. And to be clear, David has not officially been implicated in any wrongdoing or any crime, and law enforcement have not even come out with a definitive connection between the singer and Celeste. But I want to bring on right now Will Svilar.
Wait a minute. So, hold on, bro. I'm confused. How is there not a definitive connection when they're in pictures together? He's alleged to have had a relationship with her. Multiple pictures together, and isn't there video footage as well? Is that not a definitive connection? Is this something I'm missing? I'm just trying to see, is it something I'm missing here? Bro just said they don't have no definitive, but then showed a picture of him and her together. And this is just the simplest form of questioning. This is just the most obvious thing. Like at the time that you saying this, you're showing a picture of David and Celeste together saying they don't have a definitive connection. Is that not?
Nor a person of interest. And to be clear, David has not officially been implicated in any wrongdoing or any crime, and law enforcement have not even come out with a definitive connection between the singer and Celeste.
Am I missing something? Ms. Duvall says, so she wasn't taken away. She wasn't expired. Why the reporter said that, there definitely is foul play. I'm stuttering all over my words. Please excuse me. Mike from the Ville says, I still don't think D4VD is completely innocent. I think it will come out that he was in on it, whatever plot was to this girl death. Mel says, I told y'all that. Somebody was using him to get to her. It could have been the gardener, security detail, anybody. Hold on, so was this car impounded or was the car parked? He was gone when the Tesla went missing, right? This shit is so convoluted, bro. I don't know what's going on. It's so much shit.
But I want to bring on right now Will Svilar, who's a retired detective commander. Will, thank you so much for taking the time. You and I haven't had a chance to talk about this case yet, as it's really in the news. It's continuing to develop. We're trying to understand what's happening behind the scenes. Since you and I haven't spoken, let me get your perspective. Why no arrest? Why not name any suspect? Why not name any person of interest at this point? It's been weeks now, and it's almost, what are we at? Almost a month, almost a full month since the body was found.
Well, one thing I want to be clear on is a crime has been committed. Now, and the crime is minimum, we call it in Illinois, desecration of a corpse or improper handling of a dead body. The girl was put in the trunk of a car, dismembered. Somebody did that. That's a crime. Now, the events leading up to her death and her actual cause of death still has to be determined. And without that, you're not going to get a murder charge. Unless somebody says it's a murder, and that's the medical examiner, you're not going to get a murder charge.
To couple that, we've talked about this extensively here on Sidebar, but I haven't talked to you about it. LAPD Captain Commanding Officer Scott M. Williams told People magazine, quote, the Los Angeles County Medical Examiner has not determined a cause or manner of her death, so we don't know for sure if anyone has any criminal culpability for her death beyond the concealment of her dead body. Now, with that in mind, something I don't think we've talked about yet, is that Fox 11 LA, they spoke with a private investigator, Steve Fisher, who apparently got his hands on images of that car, the Tesla, that Celeste was found in. And remember, this car was apparently sitting there for weeks before it was towed to that tow yard, and then workers there smelled this foul odor and alerted authorities. But it was in the Hollywood Hills. Now, it could suggest she was in that trunk for that extended period of time, too. We don't know how long she was in the trunk per se, but her body was decomposed. Anyway, so Fisher says, quote, the car almost looks like it's been off-road in the desert or something. The wheel wells are all beat up. There's a huge dent in the back. This could have been an overdose, and they panicked and hid her body because they didn't want to expose the relationship between her and the minor. And by the way, she was found one day after she would have turned 15. With that in mind, you had mentioned that a crime has been committed. We're just not exactly sure how many crimes.
What do you mean her and the minor? You mean him and the minor? David is the old nigga. She the minor. Maybe they just misspoke. I don't know. This shit is so convoluted, bro. This shit is, I don't what is going on with this story, bro? What the? This is one of them, this is like one of those murder mystery movies. You have to sit down. I don't have the time to give the attention to sit, and then there's pieces coming out here and there, so I'm not keeping up with every little detail of the story to be able to say, oh, this is going on, oh, it's this and this. It's new developments and details, and the niggas everybody's saying he's a killer. Social media made him a killer. Now all of a sudden he's not even a suspect, and now I don't know, bro. It's just a lot going on, and I ain't figured this shit out yet. Oh shit! Oh, let's go. That boy Mike from the Ville done went crazy real quick. Let's go. That boy Mike from the Ville done gifted 5 memberships. Let's go. A&J Smooth 49, what up with it? Florida Native, what up with it? Okay, 2 of them I know for sure. Harlem Legend TV got gifted a membership. That's a blog on the battle rap side. Harlem Legend, if you see this, keep the membership, nigga. CDT Beats. I'm not necessarily familiar with CDT Beats and Orange Kush, but shout out to y'all. A&J Smooth. We know you Florida native. What's up? You on the channel already. Shout out to y'all, man. But shout out to that boy Mike from the Ville going crazy already early this morning, man. We here in and out like a bank robbery. I'm telling y'all, we not here for a long time, but in the meantime, we gonna have a good time. Miss Duval says, pop up on your ass like rent a center. No call or nothing. And they don't knock either. Who pop up like that? Oh, she said, rumor, the FBI don't always arrest you right then. They build and build and build, then pop up at 5 a.m. Oh, like rent a center. Open up. Boom! That bitch, they might knock. They might not even knock. They might just, all you hear is the boom. Get on the motherfucking grind, nigga. Put your hands in the air, nigga. Nigger. My friend Bill said, yeah, they could let him go to see what he does afterwards. That's going to tell a story, too. Mike Field also says, car was impounded, was parked playing music. It's a video, I think. The car was parked sitting somewhere just playing music. Wow. That's crazy. Oh, she said, Orange Kush, you owe us some smoke. I ain't had Orange Kush in years. Let's go. Mike from the Ville said, more active members. Let's go. Shout out to y'all, man. Getting gifted. The memberships, man, show some love to the gifters, man, and reciprocate. You know what I'm talking about? Shout out to y'all. You shout out one more, another one. Let's go. That boy Mike from the Ville. Let's go with another membership gifted. Diwali BX. Shout out to Diwali BX. But shout out to that boy Mike from the Ville. Mr. Duval said, thanks for the memberships. Mike with many fire emojis. Mike from the Ville with the super duper salute. And let's go, brother. Super duper salute to you. Much gratitude, much appreciation, man. In all aspects. Y'all already know, man. This nigga so aggravating, dog. Why is you doing this, dog? You aggravating, dog. Damn, this nigga Mike from the Ville aggravating, dog. What's wrong with this nigga, dog? This nigga so
Aggravated, bro.
damn, bro.
Aggravated, dog. There's no way
Ain't
in
no
the
way
world.
you
There's
gifted all
no
the
way.
memberships, dog. Ain't no way. All
There's
them,
no way in the world, dog. There's no
all
way
the
in the world,
memberships.
dog.
Ain't no way, dog.
There's no way in the world, but I can't. Aggravated, bro.
Aggravated, bro.
Aggravated, bro.
Aggravated, dog. Shout out that boy Mike from the Ville, man. When they play the new G's, all the dope boy go crazy. They watch the dope boy go crazy. I pop my collar and I swing my chain. By 15 the hard way. I have a humble nigga thinking about gunplay. Now who the want to play with guns? A lot of hoes, a lot of blood, dog. The shit ain't fun. That boy Mike aggravating. Ain't Miss Duval? He aggravating as hell, dog. Aggravating, dog. Damn. Shout out that boy Mike from the Ville, man. Always showing love, always going crazy, man. Shout out to you, brother, man. Shout out to y'all, man. I appreciate y'all, man. I really do. I really do. That's why I say it so much. Even when y'all get on my nerves, I know I get on y'all nerves, bro. We all aggravate each other, man. But at the end of the day, fam, get your roll up. I forgot how that shit go. Fam. Big Homie Slim say, yo, I'm late as hell, huh? Nah, you ain't too late, Big Homie Slim. We in and we out for real like a bank robbery. But shit. So we got probably like another little 45 minutes to an hour, man. You right on time, brother. You know what I'm talking about? Whenever the party don't start, you pop up. You know what I'm talking about? Mel says, I still can't figure out how to send gifted memberships. It's at the bottom where the $ is. It says show your support for the channel. You scroll down 1, 2. It's the third one down. It's the third tab down once you open the show your support. I don't know, it might be different on yours. It might be different on yours. Ms. Duval said, click the $ right there when you type the messages, Mills. It might be set up different on her phone, though. Mel says, I might have to send Mike a cash app so he can purchase my memberships. Big Homie Slim say, Rumor, what up, chat? What up? What's happening? Ms. Duval said, Queso in the room acting like he ain't did shit wrong. That boy said, ain't no way in the world, dawg. Ain't no way in the world, dawg. It's a way in the world, nigga. Big homie, what's up, man? Hope your energy good, man. Hope everything going your way, man. You know, hope y'all all having y'all way out there. Hope Mel's having her way, Miss Duval having her way, Shay having her way, Big Homie Slim, everybody. Mike from the Ville, Stephen Edwards, that boy Trey. Where that boy Larry Law at? Where Lil Mama? Where Lil Mama ass at? They probably working, busy doing their thing. You know what I'm talking about? Shout out to them, man. Shout out to the members, man. Shout out to everybody. We're going to be doing some members-only lives coming real soon. Right now, while the community isn't so vast, we can do, the lives can really be what you guys want to watch. You know what I'm saying? It could really be member submissions, like whatever y'all want to go over. You know, we can do some member submission things. And even on the members only streams, we can, you know, probably do some album reviews or run through some music if y'all want to. Even if it don't get monetized, we're not gonna worry about it. You know what I mean? We're gonna keep rocking out. We could do that on the members only stream. So if y'all want to make some submissions for ideas, y'all got some suggestions, anything y'all want to go over, you know, it's gonna be, I'm gonna put it today. Matter of fact, can I do it now? I got to figure out where to put it. I'm going to chop it up, talk to my people and figure out what section to put it under, or do I have to open a new section? But it will be done today. There will be a suggestion section. And for the people who rock out that aren't members, but you still family, right? We will, I don't know if it's a way for you guys to be there as it happens, but what we can do is put give a link out to those of you who aren't members yet. You know, we'll be able to give a link out after everything is complete, so you can go back and watch it if you want to watch it. You know what I'm talking about? If you haven't gotten a membership yet, so you can still, you know, be able to be in the mix and see what's going on. And, you know, stay abreast on everything. You know what I'm talking about? It ain't like we trying to shun you out or nothing. It's just, you know, it is what it, you do members only, it only let members in. So, but you'll still have access to it afterwards. We'll make sure that you can check it out afterwards. But in the meantime, between time, we're going to keep rocking out. We in and out like a bank robbery. Well, like a bank robbery is supposed to be, unless you get locked inside the building. Mr. Duval said, big homie, I wanted to ask rumor 2. Dirk said, I want all you niggas dead. Huh? Huh? Where's that at? Mr. Duval said, at work, it's been busy as hell. Welcome to all the subscribers and members. And wow, that will be so fun, rumor. Yeah, we're going to start putting on for the members for sure. We definitely got to start putting on for the members and make the memberships worth it. I greatly appreciate y'all, and I'm not saying you guys may not feel like it's not worth it now, but there's always room for improvement. There's room for growth, and, you know, we did it with intentions on providing stuff specifically for the members. So, yeah, we figuring it out. We're in the process of figuring it out. I'm chopping it up with teammates, getting everything underway, but we'll go into that later on. We'll go into that later. Mr. Voss say, rumor, Harry Potter gonna get Dirk in prison. Who is Harry Potter? They got a nigga. Hold on. I don't know if that's a joke or if it's really a nigga named Harry Potter, because there's so many crazy names and so many mythical characters. And he like this legendary jail nigga. Like they got a legendary nigga from jail that commits homosexual assault acts on men in jail. This nigga's like a known nigga. He's a mythical creature. His name is Fleece Johnson. Pause. They call this nigga the Booty Warrior. This nigga is a notorious rump taker. Fleece Johnson, the Booty Warrior. This nigga is a backside bandit. This nigga is known. Ran off in your butt twice. Pause. This nigga ran off in the butt twice. This nigga. Pause. Ran off in your bum twice. Oh, she said Harry Potter. Oh, she called this nigga Trap Lil Ross Harry Potter. That's funny as fuck. That's a good one. That's a good one. I thought this was like some wicked jail wizard nigga. Like, yeah, nigga, I put black magic on your ass and get you touched. This nigga, she called this nigga Harry Potter. You talking about the videos. My bad. That was funny. I didn't know who you was talking. Oh, shit. Yo. She says Harry Potter's Traveler Ross. That's funny as shit. How did I missed that one. Shout out Miss Duval. Big homie Slim said, Mike from the Ville, yeah. But when you got a bunch of crash outs around you, it's easy to use that money as a weapon. Yeah, because Mike from the Ville say Dirt use money as a weapon. Mike from the Ville say facts. That big homie Slim. Miss Duval says, Fleece Johnson, a booty warrior. Fleece says I don't even want to, full of flies. How you even get, like, I don't even want to, never mind. Miss Duval, why in the hell did you read that book? Can I ask you that? Why the hell did you read this nigga book? I'm not reading that nigga book. Australia, what up? Yo, bro, what up with it? Australia. Everything. Hope that good energy going your way, man. I'm talking about. Damn. Miss Duval, why the hell you read that book of all books to read? I'm glad you read a book, but damn. I ain't reading that book. I know that shit probably graphic. That little excerpt you put out there was crazy just then. Like the flies, that's wild. Australia say Jags beat them Chiefs last night. Bro, Australia, we was in the Discord. A couple of us rocked out and watched the game. Even though it was on the TV, you know, you may have even been in the company of other people, but, you know, you still kicking it on the phone, too. So, you know, we was in the Discord watching the game. Some of us was in there watching the game last night and enjoying that shit and celebrating and laughing and clapping and booing, and niggas was trying to place bets and lose their money, and all kind of shit was going on. Somebody wanted to lose their money real bad. I ain't going to say Mel's name. I'm just saying somebody was trying to lose their money so bad last night, trying to make all us bet. Somebody tried to play the odds and wanted to bet the whole room. Finna lose all, nigga. Anyway, we saw the game though, bro. They definitely did their thing. Shout out to them Jaguars, man. What a hell of a way to win too, bro. That fall, that accidental win, bro, when he fell, ETN got a block. 3 dudes messed up from Kansas City. I don't remember the numbers of the players. 2 of them was behind Trevor Lawrence about to tackle him. They bumped into each other and eliminated each other. Like, they couldn't do nothing. Then it was a dude, where was he at? Diagonal, I think, coming up towards Trevor Lawrence. This nigga just stopped. He didn't even try. That nigga just quit. Like, man, shit. Like, watch this nigga walk. I'm like, bro. Shout out to the Jaguars, though. That was what's up, man. I'm glad to see y'all doing y'all thing. I always had support and love for the Jaguars because of my ties to Jacksonville, but I'm a fickle fan. I know y'all are the cardiac cats. You know? I know y'all are the cardiac cats, so I would call myself a fickle fan. I talk shit about y'all until y'all start winning. I was the one who told everybody from the beginning of when they first got that franchise, I told everybody, I was like, I'm a Ravens fan. When it comes to this, after that first season, I told them, I said, I'm not a Jag. I will be a bandwagon. As soon as they start winning, I love them. Until then, I'm talking shit about them. But at least I let it be known up front. At least I was honest. I let it be known from the jump. I'm not fucking with them. I'm not watching these motherfuckers that keep me on eggshells, on thin ice, biting my nails, heart pounding, then they blow it, mess up. I'm not doing that with these niggas, bro. So I'm going to talk shit about them until they start winning. And then I'm going to show them my full support. But see, that's just my defense mechanism to not get hurt as a fan, right? So I got to be like, fuck them niggas, they trash. Because I like them. Big homie Slim says, Trump said Diddy asked for a pardon after his sentencing. Damn. Mel says, yeah, I think y'all owe me 10 apiece. Mel, you lost. Mike from the Ville says, shout out Trevor Lawrence for that amazing effort. Man, shout out Mike from the Ville for running the stream for us last night, and also running a UFC fight the other night when my boy Pierre got his title back. Shout out Mike from the Ville, man. That boy been running them streams too. Mel said Harry Potter is funny. Yeah, that was funny. That was a good one. Mike from the Ville said, yeah, it was lit watching the game last night. Yeah, it was lit. Sorry, y'all, if I was too loud, a little overexcited. I'm really a fan. I like the niggas, but when they lose and they doing all that bonehead shit, yeah, so I talk shit about them, but when they win, you could tell, like, oh, this nigga like the Jaguar. I read that book. That shit's so funny, but the beginning sad. He was, they did something to him as a child. I understand that part. I kind of figured that, but damn. Feel sorry for that dude, man. Feel sorry for that dude, man. Hold on, Big Homie Slim. Where was that at, Big Homie Slim, where Dirk said he wanted them boys taken out? Because they ain't slide for Vaughn. Where you seen that at, Big Homie? Say Dirk like the Grim Reaper out here. Where that's at, Big Homie Slim, bro? I'm gonna look for it on my phone real quick. While I played it. Oh no, he said Sadie Nash and a few other bloggers. Okay, for sure. Let me find one on my phone that I could just go straight to. Let me see who got what title, I guess, jump out and said something about it. Let me see.
That's absolutely true. And that's correct. Everything we talk about now as far as cause of death is speculation until we have some science to back it up. When you talk about a crime, we talk about the concealment, the dismemberment, the desecration of the corpse. We also talk about a situation where if they can prove that there's some sort of relationship between a 14-year-old and a 20-year-old, that's a problem for him. Yeah, the age of consent in Illinois is 17. You can't give consent at 14 to be with an adult. There's another crime. That's like the backside of that is another crime. If the LAPD can come up with definitive proof that he was in fact involved in a relationship, he has another problem.
Let's analyze this a bit. What makes more sense to you? Someone panicked, put the body in the car, didn't have enough time to know what to do with it. The car was there for a long period of time though, so I don't know if that makes sense. Or we're purposely putting it in this car. We know it's registered to David. The car is near where the property he was renting was. There's an argument we're targeting David. I mean, what makes more sense to you?
Well, it's an awful elaborate.
I see why she said, he let me see. We'll go to this dude video next.
Scheme to target David by a rival or something along those lines, to do a murder and then steal his car and then put the body in the car. Now, he never reported this car stolen, so we don't know if there's an auto theft in that. That seems pretty elaborate to me. The girl dying of her natural causes is possible. A murder is definitely possible. And you say the car is found not far from where the house he was renting. The car has been evidence that it's been in the desert off the road. If I'm investigating this, I am trying to find a route from his home to where this body is found and see if there is any, part of the out of the desert or an off-road area where maybe she dies or she's killed. They take her to that spot. They do what they do to her body, put it in the car, and then and then ditch the car. So there's a lot of things that still have to be determined.
So if you're a fan of Sidebar, by the way, then you know we cover a lot of cases and we put out a lot of clips a day. And I will tell you, you might be saying, how are you able to do that? Well, we use a platform called Opus Clips. So if you're online, if you're on social media, this may be of interest to you. It is an all-in-one AI editor that makes it easier and faster to cut, create, and upload videos across all social media platforms. Through the power of AI, Opus Clip automatically generates B-roll, it cleans up audio, and it reframes your videos for any...
Man, what is he talking about? Big Homie Slim say, y'all seen how the FBI agent admitted to Jeezy snitching on Meech. The agent didn't realize he was saying, though. What he was saying, though, he tried to speak in code, but if you know, you know. Yeah, I heard that shit crazy. They had, Mike from the Ville says, Big Homie Slim said they had Jeezy on a murder for Pookie Loc. Where is that at? Big Homie Slim, you in the green Discord, the red one about to shut down. Hold on, let me put the link for the Discord in there. Mike from the Ville, where y'all see that at? Cause from what I saw, that shit Poetic Flacco had. Did you talking about that Flacco video? Where did y'all see that at? Hold on. Let me put this Discord link in the chat. Give me 1 second. Play this
platform. It is so easy to start using. Let me show you how right now. All you got to do is go to opus.pro/sidebar. You sign up, you upload a video, and in just a few minutes, you will have tons of perfectly edited clips ready to go. So whether you're making videos for TikTok or Shorts or Instagram Reels, Opus Clip is your one-stop shop for getting your best content seen by more viewers across all these platforms with the press of just one button. And if you're wondering how good these AI edited videos are from Opus Clip, just look at our content here at Law and Crime. Our producers have used Opus to help us cut and share clips of some of our biggest trials, and we do it very, very quickly. So at Sidebar, look, we know our listeners have a lot of opinions and ideas to share, and this is the most powerful tool there is to help you edit like a pro and grow your audience. So give it a try for yourself. Go to opus.pro/sidebar to start creating your own videos today. And to be clear, law enforcement hasn't come out and said, what the condition of the car was. But here's the point. When we say there's been officially no identified suspect or person of interest, do you think police really do have somebody? And I guess the bigger question is, and this is a bigger theme I have today, are they just not making it public? If it didn't involve David at all, in any way, would they say it? Would they say, hey, listen, we want to clear him. At least we'll put out a statement and say at this point in time, David is not connected to this whatsoever. I haven't seen a statement like that. Now, I'm not suggesting that he is. Again, he hasn't been officially implicated in wrongdoing, but would it be typical of police to say if he had absolutely no involvement in this whatsoever, and there's this whole cloud on a lot of public attention, I have to imagine they have more
Wait, I had a video pulled up. It says, this was one I already had pulled. It's right here. FBI exposes Jeezy's 2005 drug case connection. Alleged cooperation revealed. Is that what y'all talking about? How long is this video? Because we in and out like a bank robber today, man. We here for not a long time, but we're going to have a good time. In the meantime, hold on, let me see.
To the feds.
I had the phone records of 2 witnesses prepared to testify for what would have been a rock-solid RICO murder case.
Young Jeezy has officially been exposed, and this time it's not just rap gossip or street talk. The accusations didn't come from old rivals like Blue Da Vinci or Gucci Mane. Nah, this time it came straight from the FBI. Those quiet whispers that followed Jeezy for years about him being a snitch are now tied to 2 of the biggest, deadliest stories in his career. His wild feud with Gucci Mane and his deep connection to the legendary Black Mafia family. Back in 2005, when things between Gucci and Jeezy hit their boiling point, chaos erupted. Words turned to threats and threats turned to gunfire. By the end of the night, one man was dead. Pookie Lock, one of Jeezy.
This nigga said Pookie Lock. Oh, okay, hold on. Let me switch that Discord link. Thank you, Miss Duval. I don't know why. Let me just do it. Let me go. Let me try this. Why does it do that? Oh shit! I want this because the account that I'm using. Oh.
These close homies. The media painted Gucci as the shooter, claiming he acted in self-defense after being ambushed at home. Gucci caught a murder charge, but it was dropped when the evidence backed his story. That moment defined Gucci's legacy. The beef, the jail time, the comeback, all rooted in that one deadly night. But here's the part few talk about. That murder made the feds start watching Jeezy instantly. Behind closed doors, they weren't just focused on Gucci, they were looking at Jeezy too. Reports later surfaced that agents believed he set the whole thing up. To them, Gucci just reacted, but Jeezy pulled the strings. They saw the hit as planned, not random. Cold, calculated, enough to make the feds keep eyes on Jeezy for years. So if the details of that bloody feud seem blurry now, don't trip. Let's rewind the story. Because right here is where everything twists in ways no one could have imagined.
In the grocery store, the line like, ooh, old white lady, do you know that Gunna told you was a bitch? Like all that shit, bitch ass shit. I'm cut from a different cloth. I'm cut from the cloth that you got your information on whoever is the rat. And you got it in black and white and you understand what went on with such case or whatever, you feel me? So, you know, when it come down to me, it's just different.
Somebody do me a favor, y'all. Somebody hit that link, please. See if it works. Big Homie Slim, hit the link. Join the new Discord. The other one will be shut down soon, probably within the month, by the end of the month. I'm just trying to give people time to transfer. Hit that Discord link, Big Homie Slim. Join the new Discord, bro, the active Discord. Join the active Discord, bro. We shutting that red one down. That's on me. I did something wrong. Mr. Duval says, Pookie Loke found out the hard way. Stephen Edwards say, Jeezy that ninja. Mr. Duval said, everybody trying to support Dirk. And he tried to kill this crew for not sliding for Vaughn. Wow. Okay, I switched the Discord link, Mr. Okay, I read that already. For sure. Mike Vanderville say that link good. Okay, for sure. All right, for sure. Appreciate y'all. Indeed.
Jeezy in the paperwork?
Hell yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's public information. You can look up right now on your phone. Man testifies about Jeezy's cocaine selling. Type in your phone something like that. You're going to see one of the who name it lights. Ralph Sims, the same that told about the limo that tried to say I told. Ralph Sims, Ralphie. Told on Jeezy, told everything Jeezy ever did. Jeezy had like 12, Jeezy had more statements on him than me.
For years, Jeezy has stood firm, denying every rumor thrown his way, swearing he never sent anyone to harm Gucci Mane. In every interview, on every stage, he's repeated the same line.
Y'all seen Nicki? Where Nicki Minaj at?
For years, Jeezy has stood firm, denying every rumor thrown his way, swearing he never sent anyone to harm Gucci Mane. In every interview.
Ain't that Onika right there? That's back before all that work, back when she was still bad. That's Nicki, ain't it? Yeah, that's Nicki.
Every stage, he's repeated the same line, saying he had nothing to do with that tragic night or the shooting that took Pookie Locke's life. But no matter.
That nigga keeps saying Pookie Lock. It's Pookie Loke, but this is good work, though. Shout out to Fame Trap. We are watching this under the Fair Use Act for entertainment education purposes only. In this video's title, FBI exposed Jeezy's 2005 drug case connection made by the Fame Trap channel. Shout out to you, Fame Trap. Ruger World Forever say, yo, what up, Ruger World? Big Homie Slim say, I hit the link. I accepted the invite. For sure. All right, that's good, Big Homie Slim. Shout out to you, bro. We in the you in the right Discord now. You in the right Discord. That red one gonna be shut down soon. The green one where everybody active at. That's where we gonna be running rap battles, football games, all kind of shit. UFC events, whatever. Might just be in that bitch kicking it, anything. Might do some, we'll get into it. Just, you in the right one, bro. You in the right one.
No matter how many times he said it, the streets never fully believed him. Gucci didn't either. The whispers never stopped, and the harder Jeezy tried to kill the story, the stronger it grew. People close to the scene whispered something was off, that not everyone was telling the whole truth. Back in 2005, Jeezy's world was spinning out of control. His homie had just died trying to hit Gucci. His rap circle was crumbling, and his heavy ties to the Black Mafia family, one of the most feared groups in the streets, were starting to backfire. When the feds dropped that massive RICO indictment, it swept up everyone linked to BMF. Bosses, drivers, enforcers, promoters, nobody was safe. They cleaned house, snatching up people left and right, but somehow Jeezy's name, nowhere to be seen. That alone raised eyebrows. Even Blue Da Vinci, who was moving side by side with Jeezy during the BMF days, doors. Blue said he started to believe Jeezy had maybe cut a quiet deal with the feds, cooperating just enough to keep his own name clean and his freedom intact. He admitted there was no hard proof, but the timing, the silence, and how everything lined up, it painted a picture too loud to ignore. If you really look at that BMF indictment, it's crazy how ruthless the feds were moving. They swept up everybody, top to bottom, no matter how small their role was. Drivers, promoters, assistants. The only ones pushing that story were Blue Da Vinci and a few old BMF soul music game.
Where is the person saying that this nigga snitched? All this, yo.
Blue shared one story that really stung. He said he and Jeezy had teamed up for a track, a comeback record. He'd been calling Jeezy nonstop, trying to handle things the right way, but Jeezy kept dodging him, always with excuses or delays. Blue couldn't wrap his head around why Jeezy would pull up to confront Jeezy because one wrong move could have landed him right in that same RICO indictment.
The next day I talked to him like, bro, where you at? I'm just finna pull up. I left my tour route and drove the bus all the way to Miami to go have a conversation with Jeezy about the record being signed off. And that's when that shootout happened that I was just talking about previously. They had a polygraph test about that situation. That was all about that day. I went to meet him to talk about why up to the shootout. And me and him never talked about the record right there because that fight turned into a shootout, turned into we all ran, turned into Jeezy got locked up for the gun. And then later on, Jeezy went back to had a polygraph test about that situation. That was all about that day. I went to meet him to talk about why he ain't signed off on my record with me, him, and Jeezy, and they pulled it from the radio. And I believe he couldn't because the feds had jacked him and told him, nigga, if you help these niggas, and the same reason why he couldn't do the deal with us. Same reason why he couldn't put his name on the contract.
This is all speculation. The nigga just, see, I ain't gonna lie, the video is put together well, but the nigga just said, this is all he said it's not from op like Blue Da Vinci. The whole video, you got Blue Da Vinci talking, saying shit about Jeezy. Where's the Fed that said that? This nigga, bro, the nigga just capped out the whole video, bro. Is this the Fed shit at the end?
Suddenly vanished. The agent said out of nowhere, everything just stopped. No more movement, no indictment, nothing. And that's the part that had everyone wondering what really went down behind those closed doors.
Yeah, I'm not going to say the guy's name because he's pretty famous, and to be fair, he was never charged with a crime. But we had these two rappers in Atlanta in the early 2000s, and they were beefing with each other, trading diss tracks, the whole thing. Then rapper number one, the famous one, orders his goons to go beat up rapper number two and steal this gaudy gold and diamond necklace he wore in all of his videos, and that's where it got interesting. The goon squad shows up at rapper number two's place. He pulls a gun and starts shooting. One of the attackers gets hit, makes it about 200 yards away from the house before he drops dead. Rapper number two is arrested for murder, but it's dismissed as self-defense. And the real criminal here is rapper number one, who ordered the violent act that got his man killed. I had the phone records and two witnesses prepared to testify for what would have been a rock-solid RICO murder case. But for reasons that were never explained to me, the U.S. Attorney's Office declined prosecution, and rapper number one went on to have a phenomenally successful career. Oh well, win some, lose some.
So now it's starting to look real obvious what the former FBI agent was trying to say, Jeezy told, because the feds don't just drop a clear-cut RICO case for no reason. Something had to go down behind closed doors. When federal prosecutors suddenly back off after being inches from an indictment, that usually means only one thing: cooperation. Somebody was talking. But what really set the internet on fire was what that ex-agent did after making those claims. In the comment section of his post, he only liked and replied to two comments. and both of them said a lot without saying much. The first one mentioned Jeezy and Gucci, and the agent replied, "I mean, you said it, I didn't." That alone had people losing their minds. The second comment took things even further. Someone wrote, "So Jeezy cooperated with the feds on Meech, and that's why he got a pass?" And the agent liked it too. Not only did he like it, but he responded with interesting theory, playing it cool, but clearly hinting that the story might be real. He didn't deny it. He didn't correct it. He just let that comment sit there, confirming everything without having to say a single.
All right, it's good work, Fame Trap. Shout out to you. I might even get some influence from Fame Trap off of what I just saw. I like how you set this video up. It was very professional. It took a while to get to the, but I guess you want to get the viewership, the time, so I get why you did it, but it took a long ass time. I thought he was about to be bullshit and it ended up being okay. Shout out to you, bro. That was good work. Y'all go support Fame Trap, man. That was what's up. That's different than the video I watched the other day. Okay, that's a little different. That's a little different. That is a little different. This nigga might, I ain't gonna lie. Anybody who been in any type of barber shop, front porch, trap house, under a tree, gym, basketball court, you've probably had this conversation and asked these questions before, especially if you debate Gucci versus Jeezy. That was a rivalry that spanned it way beyond Georgia. Music-wise is what I'm speaking of, like just the debates. I'm talking about how much people recognizing it was choosing sides. Musically, not like me and my homies was fighting each other, but we damn sure will argue with each other about this, right? And me being on Jeezy's side, this would always come up. You know, niggas would be like, how he sent the hit on a song, on the radio, or on a song where it really was a song. How he send a hit and never get picked up for it? Why is his name not in any? I never had no answers. I'm like, shit, he got out in time. You know, that was always the shit. He got out in time. That was always the excuse. Like he got away from it in time. He got out in time. And the nigga. Then my debate with that would be like, is Gucci a snitch for going on the interview with Mad Links and saying, Jeezy sent niggas to kill me? You know, that was my defense to that. Like y'all calling, even though this, you know, Gucci said, Jeezy, the only one wanted to send them niggas to kill. Jeezy, he said that on the interview. Even though that's not the same as sitting down and cooperating with these people and saying, and Blue Da Vinci talking about the polygraph. I remember that shooting happened in Miami. Jeezy didn't leave. Everybody got locked up. Jeezy made it look like he was doing a respectable thing. He was like, I could have got out. I stayed because my people was locked. If y'all not letting them go, I'm not going. We all going to be in here locked up together. Nigga, we came together, we leave together, whatever, right? He made it look like he was doing something commendable. But from what Blue Da Vinci is saying, which I haven't seen any proof of myself, is that nigga was in there doing a polygraph. That nigga went in there and was like, yeah, this happened that night, this happened that. This shit is, damn, man, is it? It's a nice question that's being posed. Videos I saw yesterday, I don't know. I don't know if they didn't have all the information. I don't know if maybe I skimmed past the part where the FBI was talking and I missed that. Maybe that's what it was. When I said what I said about the Flacco video, maybe I missed something. I don't know. Skimming through the shit, not having time to watch the whole video. Maybe I missed that part. Maybe I didn't see that work in this video, but that's crazy. That's crazy. Shit. Big homie Slim says, Clem said Jeezy gave the feds some of Meech's cars. Wow. Mike from the Ville said, listen close to that officer again and tell me that don't sound like AI. Even that little stupid ass phrase at the end sound like an AI script. Well, you lose some. I swear to God, bro. That's the other thing about all of this, bro. Who is this guy? Can they show me this man active? Like, who is this person? Big Homie Slim said could have gave them something else as well. Stephen Edwards said tornado sirens going off here. Oh, man. Boy, I wish the best for you, bro. I wish the best for you, bro. I hope they just testing them. You know how sometimes they test the sirens just like you get the emergency broadcast system used to come on TV, or now they might test something on your phone for emergencies. I hope it's just a test, my brother. Big Homie Slim says, my homie was a promoter back then for Big Cat Records. He said, Big Cat LaFleur, we don't fight fair. Big Cat LaFleur, we don't play fair. He said he had a run-in with Jeezy and CTE down in Miami, and they shot his promotion van up because he had Gucci Mane on it. Damn. So that's the fight bro was talking about? Miss Duval said they be saying Keisha Kayor voodoo made him a changed man. That cuckoo made him cuckoo. Big Homie Slim says, you know he talking about Jeezy though, facts. Stephen Edwards said, my bad, is that snitching? Cut that part out, rumor. What? He said, oh, I do remember Jeezy telling everyone to knock Gucci chain off his neck if they saw him. Bruh, Gucci snitched too. We ain't cutting that. That nigga said cut that part out. That nigga stupid. Head to the rim shop. That nigga there snitch. Head to the rim shop. Listen here, bro. Mike from the Ville say, boy, that shit is AI. Miss Duval say Pookie Low effed around and found out. Rest in peace. Big Homie Slim said the dude named Young Throwback. What? Young Throwback was the one who said he did it, right? The dude who allegedly shot Pookie Low did an interview on No Jumper a year or so ago. Yeah, Throwback. I remember that. I watched that video. Stephen Edwards said, yeah, it's been raining all night and morning, but I think it's just a test. Yeah, man, hopefully so. Hopefully so. Yeah, I remember that interview. That's crazy, though, bro. Who is the guy? What's this dude name again? This Steve Lazarus Books. Okay, so Steve Lazarus is a real person. Who is Steve Lazarus? Steve is an author, retired FBI special agent, and United States Air Force veteran. He served 22 years in the FBI, spending the first half of his career investigating drug trafficking organizations and violent street gangs. Amazon Steve Lazarus Books, 5 Deadly Sins That Can Destroy Your Insurance Claim. Okay. SteveLazarusBooks.com. Award-winning crime thriller series pits Bryce against a fraternity of hired assassins and specter of unchecked political power. Images. Oh, there you go. There you go on TikTok. That's the same guy. He's real. Steve Lazarus on TikTok right here. What is he talking about? Oh, I have to go to TikTok. Well, I ain't doing it. Well, yeah. That's him. Now that he seems to be real, I mean, he's got he's got information. Let me just see some Steve Lazarus books. Oh, they trying to make me sign up. Let me get the. All right. Okay. Steve Lazarus books. Ms. Duvall says Gucci Mane baby mama still gets Section 8 and Medicaid. She did an interview. Just why? Damn, really? That boy Gucci hard. That nigga say, bitch, bitch, I'll take care of the, damn. So is he taking care of the baby? Speaking of this dude here, we finna watch Seti Nash using this under the Fair Use Act. Pooh Shiesty is free. The real reason he got out early from federal prison. Big Homie Slim says a lot of people always say Jeezy a F nigga though. You know what? I keep hearing a lot about that in from interviews, man. They said basically Jeezy is one of those. What is it? What is it when they say you don't want to meet your heroes or whatever? I'm not saying he my hero or idol or no shit like that, but I think that's the phrase. You never want to meet your idols or you don't want to meet your heroes or something. He's one of them type of people. They say he's an asshole. I don't know. They say a lot bad about him. And shit, I watched him separate himself from people that we know he did business with and walk right away from him and say, who is that guy? So, Ms. Duvall said, no, he not. I get more than her in child support and her baby daddy a multi-millionaire. Damn.
From federal prison to give an update on his release date.
Oh man, we just out here enjoying life, man. Waiting for you to come home. And sources say is little sooner than later you're gonna be coming back out here surprising people.
Man, I found there, and there's a lot of real ones. Not just me though. A lot of real ones coming home on this new law on this November the 1st. Y'all heard about that?
Yeah, I heard about it. Yes, sir.
Hopefully they kick me right out the door though. But I got designated like the other day. I posted.
This call is from a federal prison.
So we can transfer ASAP. Somewhere better close this the last step before I go home. The drug program. Like Arndale.
Pooh Shiesty.
Big Homie Slim said they say dude flaw as hell. Blood Raw, Clem, Slick Puller, and Kinky B. Yeah, they all talk bad about him. I watched all them interviews. I ain't seen Slick Puller say nothing about him though. Oh, he said Rollo. Yeah, I seen Rollo talk about him. I definitely seen Blood Raw. Kinky B, he had like he don't even. They asked him who was that. It's like nigga, this was your business partner. They asked him about Kinky B. That nigga said, who is that? After we heard you say, my nigga Kinky B told me finish my meal, Def Jam 7 figures. Bro, that's early in your career. Boom, boom, clap. Boom, boom, clap. Boom, boom. Ain't that second album? First, I'm gonna stack my... And then what? Ain't that second album? Anyway, let's see what this dude, what this nigga name? Let's see what Sadie Nash talking about. I like, what's that boy name?
Got on scotch-free with...
Like Pee Wee Longway. CD Nash. That nigga say CD Nash.
With some, you know, well, not even scotch-free because he just got a...
Hold on, Lil Durk got audio messages? I thought it was just shit that they typed up. They said it's audio. Hold on.
The feds. But regardless of anything, your boy, Pooh Shiesty, whatever you try to say that shit. Yeah, he's out enjoying his time. I ain't gonna hold you. I thought I was gonna be the first person to drop that damn footage, but I wasn't. But it is what it is. I ain't mad at nobody from over there. Some young but no shit. All right, don't believe me. That's fine. But yeah, nah, he's free, bro, and we're gonna see how it go because at this current point in time, we need some more shit to listen to, like different type of music to listen to, bro. Because honestly, what's going on out there, I ain't gonna hold you. Tennessee and Arkansas is damn near one and the same. Big Boogie, YTB Fat, shit. Who else we got?
All right, so that nigga free, man. Anyway, Mr. Duval said, Mills, when I said no, I had to give her props because she flipped that $2 million into $4 million while he was locked up. Mike from the Ville said, cause he not really he said cause he not really, if you richer than him, why he seen with someone who's known for a piece of what? Boy, what the hell? Am I reading this? Let me just start all the way the fuck over. We gonna move on. I'm gonna start all the way over though. That shit said, I don't know what that shit said. Stephen Edwards said, Pooh Shiesty out. Yes. Mel says, I'm missing something. Keisha K.O. and Gucci not together no more? I don't know. Miss Duval said, rappers put out an illusion. Don't even look out for your kids. Facts. Coach K still rock with Jeezy, Mike from the Ville says. I didn't know that. Well, I guess so. Stephen Edwards said that was the first album, Big Homie Slim. Coach K richer than Jeezy. He don't need him anymore. Why not rock with him every now and then? Miss Duval says, Mills, when? No, I had to give her props because she flipped that $2 million into $4 million while he was locked up. Oh, that's Keisha K.O., what she did for Jeezy. Mike from the Ville says, cause he not really, if you richer than him, why he seen with someone who's a known piece of shit? I don't know. I'm just reading that shit wrong. I can't get it, y'all. I'm missing the punctuation. It's on me. It's on me. That's an intelligent brother, so I take the credit. I take the blame. Mr. Duval says, man, Lil Durk said y'all ain't sliding for Vaughn. Yeah, we finna check that out too. Big Homie Slim says, yeah, his second, but technically his first national industry album. Okay, for sure. Big Homie Slim said, Mike from the Ville, he definitely richer than Jeezy. But yeah, you right. Why he seen with him then? Oh, if Jeezy's a piece of shit? Okay, all right, I get it now. I get it once the reply came. Damn, I dumb man. This nigga here. Okay, so Pooh Shiesty is out under some kind of what? New law? Let me see what's said in there tomorrow.
Damn, I can't even think of nobody. But that's not because friends are. Or in case of Young Thug, you just get on that phone and tee-hee-hee. Don't see what's going on. Because I don't know what was suppressed. We don't
all right, we gonna
know what the freaking prosecution decided to put out. So it is what it is. But either way it goes, I ain't gonna hold you. It's good to see him free. Hopefully the man makes better decisions because what's a
Lil Durk's legal team just
This says Little Durk's audio messages are bad, plus huge updates. This is the Cuff Boys. Just dropped 47 minutes ago. Shout out to them. Let's see. Mel's talking about slow as hell, LOL. So,
dropped a bombshell. His lawyers filed another motion to dismiss the indictment, arguing it's so vague they don't even know what Dirk supposedly told his OTF associates, or how he allegedly ordered anyone to be killed. They say prosecutors haven't given them any evidence of the alleged coded language Dirk supposedly used, or proof of any money he paid to OTF associates to carry out violence. Was it cash, a wire, a check? Nobody knows. In August, Dirk was allegedly caught with an Apple Watch that had cellular service, and tried to destroy it after being caught. This is the biggest update by far we've had for the Dirk case because everything's been sealed. We haven't been able to see any documents, but suddenly we're able to see these. So stick around for the full video. So much information. Hit subscribe. Let's go. Our first thing we got here, defendant Dirk Banks' motion to dismiss for vagueness or in the alternate for a bill of particulars. So they're saying the indictment is too vague and too broad, and they want specifics. Dirk Banks, through his attorneys Drew Findling, Marissa Goldberg, Jonathan Breman, and Christy O'Connor, hereby file this motion to dismiss. Makes this motion under Federal Rule of Criminal Procedure 7C1F and under the 5th and 6th Amendments to the Constitution. This indictment is impermissibly vague. It leaves the defense to guess as to the government's theory of guilt, and it leaves the government free to change that theory as its cooperators' stories morph over time to meet the demands of a conviction. Because the indictment omits the factual particulars necessary to give Mr. Banks notice of the charges against him and to permit him to prepare for his defense at trial, it fails to satisfy Federal Criminal Procedure 7C1 and the 5th and 6th Amendments. Dismissal is warranted. So his lawyers are saying this indictment is changing and morphing into different things just because they're desperate to get a conviction for dirt. That's what it sounds like, to me at least. Counts 1 and 2 allege that Mr. Banks conspired to and participated in murder for hire, in other words, a murder as consideration for the receipt of and consideration for the promise and agreement to pay in anything of pecuniary value, or what the government calls a bounty, defining anything of pecuniary value to include anything of value in form of money, a negotiable instrument, a commercial interest, or anything else the primary significance of which is economic advantage. And here we go. The problem with counts 1 and 2 is that while they do allege in general terms that Mr. Banks offered a bounty for TB's murder, they do not provide the specifics necessary for him to adequately prepare his defense, to prevent surprise at trial, to protect against double jeopardy, or to prevent the government from shifting its legal theory or straying from its grand jury presentation. So it sounds like they're saying they haven't gotten all the evidence, or there's some discovery issues, like they haven't gotten everything they need to defend dirt in court at all. The indictment only alleges that Mr. Banks used unspecific coded language that oxymoronically, I've never even seen that word, made clear that TB's killer would be rewarded with money or lucrative music opportunities with OTF. But according to the government, what was the coded language he used upon which the grand jury based its charging decision? When, where, and how was this coded language bounty allegedly conveyed? Wait, so it sounds like they don't even know the coded language yet? They haven't been given this coded language? How is this possible? The trial was supposed to start. This Mr. Banks is alleged to have offered or delivered in exchange for the mortgage at the direction of defendant. That's what they want to know. Why can't we know what the grand jury was shown yet? That's horseshit to me. Third, it permits the government to shift its legal theory as the case progresses. Exactly. Because these fucking lawyers are trying to do something. They're trying to defend their client. And when there's a vague indictment and they file motions, it's going to screw everything up, bro. There should be some sort of barriers. I mean, Dirk has rights. No matter what you think of Lil Dirk, he has rights. And fourth, it creates the risk the defendant will be deprived of the protection against being tried twice for the same offense. What the indictment fails to tell us are the very things the defense is entitled to know. The operative facts underlying the government's theories of Mr. Banks' guilt. There's no allegation here that Mr. Banks physically participated in the stalking and shooting at issue. The crux, the entirety, even in the government's case, then is first, that he somehow offered or paid some sort of unspecified bounty in exchange for the murder, and second, that he directed some unspecified way the stalking, the firearm possession, the murder, and
what he's reading now is Little Dirk's motion to dismiss. Dirk and his lawyers filed a motion to dismiss the murder charges. That's what this is. The murder for hire charges. I'm looking for the audio. There's supposed to be some new audio. We know about the dismissal. Where's the audio that he's supposed to have? Little Dirk's audio messages. That's what we want to see now. We know he filed to get the murder charges dismissed. Stephen Edwards says, Pooh Shiesty Mama is fine. Miss Duval says, sliding for Vaughn gonna get you in jail and hell. Good luck. Big Homie Slim said the feds got a hold of Dirk's Instagram messages. Not only his, but Booney Mo, THF Bezu, and someone else that's not named, but in the messages they are plotting to kill O-Block members for not sliding. Wow. They even bought a car and was in motion of doing the hit, but it was too much police presence around O-Block that day. Why is he? Why? That's true. That's what's going around now, Big Homie Slim. That's a fact. I thought this dude had some audio of Dirk saying some of this, or that's what I was looking for in this video. But you're correct. He did reveal one thing, that Dirk had an Apple Watch with phone service on it. That's what I did get from this video that I didn't know. Everything else he's going over, I heard this earlier.
Act of 1999. Bill cannot continue serving as U.S. attorney in any capacity after he exhausted 120 days.
Shout out to the Cuff Boys. They are very informative. I watched a video from them a couple days ago on the Melly trial and his situation. These guys, they are very informative now. Shout out to them. I'm just looking for what is titled, and that's my only issue right now. I can't find what's titled. Still good work though.
Day clock. Because this 120-day clock expired on July 30th, his bank's organization, only the family, we already know all this, to ensure a fair trial, prevent improper attempts to influence jurors, and to otherwise protect the judicial process, the government requests that the court order the impanelment of an anonymous jury. All factors the court must consider weigh heavily in favor of the juror anonymity. So what I'm guessing here is the government's going to say it puts the jurors in danger because these OTF members are dangerous. The murder in this case was not an isolated act of violence committed by OTF or its members. In recent years, OTF members and associates have committed other brazen murders, assaults, and violent crimes. This court has already emphasized the defendant Banks, the leader of OTF, uses money, influence, and power to endanger individuals whom he perceives as a threat. Defendant's vast resources, coupled with the expansive reach and violent nature of OTF, further justify additional safeguards to keep the jury free from intimidation and harassment. Indeed, defendant's supporters have already threatened government officials to free Dirk or face retribution. Bro, who is doing that? That is so bad. You cannot be threatening government officials, bro. The jury must be protected from similar misconduct. This murder case has garnered extreme amount of media attention that will increase at trial approaches. This case is therefore the precise circumstance where heightened measures are needed to secure the jury's safety and safeguard its fact-finding mission from improper influence. Names, addresses, and specific places of employment not be revealed to the public or parties. I honestly kind of understand this. Like, I remember in the Weissel trial when the jury was leaked, that almost ended the trial.
Okay, y'all, this is the corny part of social media or content creation, right? Now, I have to go make a video about the same thing that I watched 40 videos on already and pretend like it's brand new information to me. It's just a repeat. So everybody is doing, they all doing it. All the major ones, the small one, they all doing it, bro. Everybody doing the same thing. It's just, what angle are you taking? I'll give it to people like Cuff Boys, Sadie Nash, academics, anybody who's breaking information. A lot of people are just regurgitating, man, and it's cool though, because I mean, everybody's doing it. Everybody feeds off of everybody's information. The video we watched earlier that had like 1.2 on it, that was talking about the Young Jeezy thing. I think Sadie Nash watched that dude's same video and made a video about it and got like 20,000 views on it. This dude got like 1.2 thousand or 2,000. Sadie Nash took that guy's same video, didn't take it, watched that guy's same video and got like 20,000, 21,000 off of it. Everybody's doing the same thing, bro. So I'm gonna have to, when I get off stream, I'm gonna have to go handle my business. And then it's my duty as a content creator to come up here and give YouTube a video of something that already has 50 videos made about it. And I gotta come up here and be like, Little Dirk just said this and the messages are so bad. That's crazy. But anyway, these niggas going wild. I'm talking about Dirk and them, like they taking sliding to a whole nother plateau when you start. Hold on, let me go back. So I'm gonna go back just a little bit. I think law enforcement, Who got threatened? Hold on.
Similar misconduct. This murder case has garnered extreme amount of media attention that will increase at trial approaches. This case is therefore the precise circumstance where heightened measures are needed to secure the jury's safety and safeguard its fact-finding mission from improper influence. Names, addresses, and specific places of employment not be revealed to the public or parties. I honestly kind of understand this. Like, I remember in the Weissel trial when the jury was leaked, that almost ended the trial. Defendant's involvement with organized crime, defendant participation in a group with the capacity to harm jurors, defendant's past attempts to interfere with the judicial process or witnesses. He has past history of this? What did Dirk do in the past? The potential the defendant will suffer lengthy incarceration if convicted, extensive publicity that could enhance the possibility that the jurors' names would become public, and expose them to intimidation and harassment. They're talking about how OTF is really dangerous. They say in 2024, 6 members of the O Block Street Gang, including OTF associate Marcus Smart, aka Muwop, were convicted of racketeering offenses that included the murder of Chicago rapper FBG Duck. Federal murder charges are also currently pending against 2 defendants that were allegedly motivated to kill by OTF-linked payments. Wait, what? There's more federal murder for hire charges coming? Does that mean Dirk is going to get charged with more shit? These murders and the other violent crimes committed by defendants and other prominent OTF members show the compelling need for an anonymous jury in this case due to the strong link between OTF and organized violence. Just like the head of a typical street gang, defendant Banks exerts considerable influence over associates while attempting to insulate himself from their street-level criminality. A seized audio message between 2 OTF associates demonstrates this hierarchy. In the message, a prominent OTF associate explains that when people call Banks for money, he gives out $500,000, $600,000 to the streets, including funding his conspirators, quote-unquote sliders, slang for stolen cars used to commit crimes. They're saying they have an audio message of an OTF associate saying Dirk just be giving out $500,000. That is some of the dumbest shit I've ever heard. Do they have proof of this, like bank records? Associate describes how Banks controls and influences their operations, that Banks wants to know who is in charge of what first. That's how you want shit done. You want it done right. You want people to get sliders and stuff like that for sure, but you want people to know what's going on so it can be real structured. Situation blood, not no more little boy shit. Jesus. They have it quoted in here. He further details how defendant Banks' money comes with a price. That this shit going to get done right where people gonna get blamed for their own fuck-ups. That structure explains why defendant Banks warned an OTF associate. As the associate purchased flights for the conspirators to travel to Southern California to commit murders, he said, "Don't book no flights under names involved with me." They compare him to the Mexican mafia. Jesus. Banks was alleged to have offered money for people to kill those responsible for his brother's murder, offering to pay money for any gangster disciple. We know all this. Just 2 weeks following the murder of SM, the suspected leader of the faction of gangster disciples, the alleged shooter discussed payment from OTF and defendant Banks. Alleged shooter texting another alleged shooter, "What's up with OTF? What do you mean they not paying? Did Dirk give you that money?" So that's the whole other murder for hire in Chicago that Dirk was linked to from those text messages. That I made a video about this in the past. This is footage of the other murder for hire where Stefan Mack, I believe, was killed. Maybe this is the pending federal charges they're talking about. Defendant Banks has threatened to unleash his OTF associates to stalk and hunt his rivals. For example, in a seized text message thread between defendant Banks and other OTF associates, Banks boasts about threatening a rival, telling him, "I got them hunting you up, ads better have 3-ski mask on." Banks' heated exchange with another rival, with defendant Banks telling his associates, "I'm finna pipe it up." In response, OTF associates agreed to follow defendant Banks' lead, exclaiming, "Blood, it's green." Emoji of car and traffic green light. Getting shit together now, no phones. Referring to a green light to act on defendant Banks' wishes for violence. And now they're quoting Dirk from like interviews about how he hates rats and shit, so he's gonna potentially see the jurors as rats, I guess. "I hate all rats. If you ever tell, I hate you. That made me who I am today. That took away half of my life. Motherfucker telling on my pop. So I hate rats with a real passion. Like, I hate you." I'm looking to the camera.
That's academics. That's the academics interview. Okay, so that was the audio. And if y'all didn't know, OTF-DD is separating his case from Lil Durk.
Camera.
Big homie Slim said Lil Durk literally handed Muwop over to the feds. Big homie Slim says Dirk just should have kept focusing on the money. F the streets. You don't slide, you soft. If you do slide, you dumb. Facts. Big Mike from the Ville said Dirk let the slide for Vaughn comments get to him. Stephen Edwards said they're gonna make an example out of Dirk. Ms. Duval said, "Who threatened government officials?" Wow.
Fucking hate rats. That's that academics interview, if you're wondering. Giving back.
Yeah, I just said that. Oh, well, we all know anyway. But wow, that's crazy. Oh, they say it at the bottom. CDJ academics, Lil Durk. Oh,
vocal scorn of those who may cooperate with the judicial process. It is predictable that
he said judicial funny as hell too, but we all be messing up reading. That white was a
Suspected witnesses in this case have already been subject to threats and intimidation. One of Banks' trusted OTF associates had already threatened a suspected government witness. The OTF associate told the witness's family member that suspected witness was a snitch, a snake, and was not for the family. Such threats to witnesses, and even when committed by defense associates, are precisely the type of conduct that justify enhanced juror safety and procedures to ensure the jury can fulfill its duties without improper outside influence. And now we have some redacted portions here. God damn it. Defendant Banks has already shown a repeated disrespect and willingness to impede the judicial process. Despite admonishments from 2 courts about phone violations at the LA MDC, Defendant Banks has escalated his defiance of BOP rules that keep witnesses and others safe. In late August 2025, BOP officials seized an Apple Watch with cellular capability from defendant. Bro got a damn Apple Watch on. He probably didn't have it on, but he probably been using it. How did he get an Apple Watch in a federal prison? That is fucking crazy. Even more trouble.
Off somebody's wrist. Dumbass boy. A nigga wore it in and didn't wear it out. Or it was around their wrist. One of them females, or one of them slim, one of them skinny, bony niggas, man, that shit was around their ankle. I said wrist, excuse me. They probably put it around their ankle, bro. So if you already got a watch on and you going through any kind of check or whatever, I'm assuming. Yo, what up, Phoenix 44? He said, what's up to the fam? Mike from the Ville said, if I got a meal, or if I got a meal plus, I'm not worried about internet comments. The wrong with bro. Give me the money. I know that's right, bro. I ain't worried about nothing. Phoenix, what up with it, man? Hope everything going good for you, brother.
Troubling is Banks' conduct after he was caught. Rather than accept responsibility for this violation, defendant allegedly obstructed the investigation, attempting to damage and or destroy the communication device. Holy shit, he tried to smash it or something. Bro was probably in the cell fucking stomping the shit out of it or trying to break it. Or he tried to flush it maybe? It's small enough to flush.
Yeah, we saying that. Everybody see? I just said that we all saying the same thing. I just spoke over him, said he broke it or either that or he tried to flush it. We all saying the same. It's a part of the game. It is what it is.
Defendant Banks' flouting of the rules is all the more concerning here, given the previous judicial admonishments and the nature of his latest offense, possession and destruction of a device that can be used to have unmonitored communication with witnesses or those who may intimidate witnesses or take steps to alter their testimony. Indeed, although the government continues to investigate Banks' possession and use of the communication device, initial data associated with the serial number of the watch shows that the device was purchased on May 26, 2025 and was activated the next day. Oh man, they're going to track down who purchased this and probably charge them with something. That is not good, bro. You can't be doing dumb shit like this. All right, I think that's it. If any more documents pop up, I'll be sure to cover it. Hit subscribe. Thanks for the support. I don't think this trial is starting in January if the defense doesn't know what he's accused of doing. Not gonna happen. That's my prediction. Hit subscribe. Love you guys. Peace out.
All right, man. Let me see where we at. Mill says, you talking about a meal. If I got 50 more than what I got today, I'm not worried about what nobody else got going on. Facts. Y'all, wow. Stephen Edwards shouting out Phoenix. Everybody shouting out, okay. Mike from the Ville, okay. Mike from the Ville say, it's no way Dirk beating his cases.
Link to from those text messages that I made a video about this in the past. This is footage.
Even with telling, shit, I guess it ain't enough to tell. Yeah, who Dirk gonna tell on? Who Dirk gonna tell on when he the head of the whole operation? I guess you're right. Yeah, it's ugly for Dirk, man. It's ugly for little Dirk. You got OTFDD trying to sever his case or trying to file a motion to sever his case from Dirk. So he want to be separated. They saying there's some paperwork where he, I don't know. I haven't looked into the paperwork yet. Man, listen, it's bad. It's looking bad for the boy. It's looking bad for the boy. We're going to get out of here in the next few, though, y'all. I told y'all we in and out like a bank robbery today. Mike from the Ville says, like he did in that ATL shooting case. Oh, that's when Phoenix say, put it all on Vaughn. Mike from the Ville say, again, Miss Duval say, yeah, but he didn't, Mike. He's so obsessed for sliding for Vaughn. Larry Law say, what's up, y'all? What's up with it, Larry Law? What's up with you? That boy Larry Law say, Jacksonville, Florida, Duval. Yeah, y'all played a good game last night, too. Phoenix, what's up, brother? Seen that game last night, brother? Phoenix folks said they got too much info on Dirk. Who can he tell on, Stephen Edwards said. That's a fact, bro. That's what they want, bro. That's who they, man. Larry Law say, yeah. Phoenix folks say put it all on Vaughn. Yeah. They can try. He said it worked once, right? Yeah, man, it did. He said Dirk's lawyers swear they have no evidence on him, just internet conspiracies. Big homie Slim said. Mike from the Ville say, what up, Larry? Hashtag go Jag. Phoenix 44 say, work once, right? Oh, yeah, Big homie Slim say, I mean Dirk. Oh, yeah, I read. I called, he said. Big homie Slim stupid shouting out Larry. Larry Law say, shout out to my soldier. What's up with it, boy? Phoenix 44 say, F them Jags. Damn. That boy hard. Larry Law say, chilling, dog. Larry, Phoenix 44 say, I'm sick of you. I'm sick. I'm sick. I'm sick. I'm sick. I'm sick of. I'm sick of. I'm sick. I'm sick. I was like, damn, boy, I can't listen to that song. Young Joe keeps saying I'm sick over and over. I don't want to claim that shit. That nigga said, I'm sick. I'm like, Joe, I fuck with you, bro. I can't listen to this song, cuz. Larry Law said, anybody play tonight? No, nigga. Larry Law said, yeah, them Giant Wars. Phoenix 44 said, them folk was aggravating last night, dog. Phoenix, boy, you ain't placed no bets, did he? Big homie Slim say, I don't know, Room. I think Didi might go down with the ship. But OTL Vonnie, he telling. I don't know. I'm gonna look into it, bro. I thought they said Didi had some paperwork out, bro. I'm gonna get out and scan the internet, see what I see. You know, every blogger basically getting information from each other. I'm trying to insert myself as well, man, and we gonna get this channel growing, and everybody who coming along for the ride, like I already talked to y'all, right? We be talking to the Discord, whatever y'all want to do, full support, all that. So listen, but anyway, I thought I seen something that said this nigga had paperwork. I'm gonna go check it out after I finish handling the outside business, you know what I'm saying, and see. But I'm gonna put it in the Discord, bro, if I find it. I thought I could have swore it was, bro. D-hole, and I don't see good. Phoenix 44 said that's right. I mean, Larry Law said that's right. Phoenix 44 is heartbroken. Long as he ain't bet, man, he ain't heartbroken. Oh, well, I don't know now. Is that your team? Or you were just going for him over the Jags? Stephen Edwards says, I don't think it can. In this case, Phoenix 44 said, no, I'm good. Okay. They made too many mistakes. Yeah. They was fucking up last night. He said, who said, worth a try, Steven? Okay, Phoenix said, Larry Law said, that quarterback ran one in. Yeah, he did his thing, man. He ran two of them in last night. Phoenix 44 say, Larry, it's Tuesday. Hell, you trying to watch WNBA? Nah, that nigga trying to watch slap fights. Y'all be watching slap fights and nigga be getting slapped to sleep. You ever seen a nigga get slapped to sleep? Boy, nigga be in that bitch going to bed off a slap. Bitch. A nigga be sitting there getting prepared. Nigga be sitting there, nigga stick their jaw out to the side and shit. All you see is chin. Nigga be put their hand behind their back and, You know how Low Dog look on Don't Be a Menace when that nigga bottom lip where he say, I would just wear these then. You hold up the shoes, the Uzi with these, or this with the Tech 9. The nigga chin out like this. Just getting ready for it. And why it's a nigga preparing, it's a nigga got his hand, nigga measuring your jaw up with his palm. Nigga like, I'ma slap the nigga. Let me see, I'ma slap the shit. Nigga getting that bitch ready. Like, boy, I'ma bring that bitch from back here. I'ma swing that bitch kind of up, hit the bottom jaw. Let me see, right? Don't move, nigga. Let me line your jaw up, bitch ass nigga, right? 1, 2, bitch. Nigga ass be out. I done seen a nigga ass get put to sleep off that bitch. Nigga was like, nigga fell out the counter. God damn. Bro, that nigga had to run up and catch the nigga behind. I never seen a nigga get slapped to sleep bro, a nigga had to run up and catch the nigga skull so it don't hit the ground. Nigga ran up like, oh shit. Like a baby falling. You gotta protect the skull. Like this nigga was about to have damage. That nigga slapped to sleep and his hands behind his back already. Boy, that shit was crazy. But anyway, before we get up out of here, man, let me make sure I get off in this chat one more time, because we damn sure close. I should be pretty much all caught up. I gotta check. All caught up. They say Larry. Mike Finnerville say Larry trying to use that app. LOL. What app? Mel said, but ain't DD the shooter? I don't know if he was one of the shooters. He damn sure was one of the organizers. Larry Law said, I ain't reading that. He shouting out the ladies. What this nigga talking about, man? He said he love y'all ladies. All right, goddamn. Hit the likes. Larry Law says, I will Angel Reese. What the hell? You what? I don't even want to know. Stephen Edwards says, this nigga silly. Larry Law say, oh, I will watch Angel Reese. Stephen Edwards say, hey, yo, facts. Phoenix 44 say, just rub it in, why don't you? Just, y'all nigga, y'all lost. Mills, Miss Duval, what's up? Larry Law said, Big Homie Slim said, that slap shit, fire. Bro, if you ever just want to laugh, like if you got some free time and you like, damn, I don't want to work on nothing. I don't want to have to read nothing. I just want to, laugh real quick, smoke me a little weed or sip a little drink, or even if I don't do nothing, I just want something to. That's funny to me. Them niggas be getting their shit slapped loose. Like, bow! Nigga, whole jaw just, all you see is hand on the side of a nigga face like a painting, bro. Like a red hand, especially in white, bro. Boy, sometimes, like, and on a nigga, you see a powder hand. When it's a black man or somebody of color, because it be like Samoans, you see a powder print all across a nigga face. You can see where a nigga thumb went, where a nigga pinky went across their eye, or the thumb went in like over their eye and shit. Like, be like this here, the print. Like, bruh, nigga be slapping they behind the sleep, boy. That shit funny as hell. Slap a nigga, boy. I put the palm on one of you. Bow, bitch. You ever been slapped to sleep, nigga? I wonder how hard a nigga punch if they slap a nigga to sleep. Anyway, Miss Duval said, who got slapped? Them niggas on Power Slap. I think that's what it's called. Power Slap. Bitch. If I play that game, I know I'm going to say bitch when I slap me a nigga. It ain't got nothing. I'm going to say something. I'm going to be like, fuck nigga. Like, I'm a pussy ass nigga. Like, I'm going to say something. I ain't going to just slap him and be like, I don't know. I'm going to have to say a word, man. I'm a little tainted. My bad, y'all. Nigga, I'm kind of messed up. Larry Law say, what we have here. Larry Law also says, hard rock bet did me bad. Big Homie Slim say, black dude with the high top slapping. He slapping shit on their facts. That nigga put shit to bed, boy. Mike from the Ville said you could go deaf or blind or brain damage from that shit. Right, exactly. They do be clapping eardrums too. I'm talking about that shit'll bust your ear, boy. That shit'll bust your ear. All right, we all caught up on the chats. Let me make sure I get to They call it fan funding, man. I just see it as another form of support, man. And I appreciate it always. Much gratitude to that boy Mike from the Ville for show, for the $2 big step super chat. Super step, let's go. He says, if anything, Congress should stop getting paid. We was talking about the government shutdown earlier. I agree. Y'all the ones got to pass the bill, right? Mike from the Ville also says, he also sent six motorcycle. Gift memberships out. Shout out to that boy Mike from the Ville. Man, showing love. Super duper salute to you. Mel says, let me slap you to sleep. Mills, like that boy Wack 100 say, you're going to bed. You'll be going to bed. You try to put your damn paws on me. If you put your oven mitt shaped hands anywhere in the oven mitt shaped hand having that. Glove looking there. I'm about to get on. What's up with you, Mills? I'm about to get on your hands real quick. Yeah, you talking about you want to slap me. If you put your bare paws anywhere near my face, I got a bear trap for them. Clamp down right on them hooves. If you put your hoof anywhere near my mask, nigga, keep them hooves on the ground. Horse hoof hand having that. I'm about to get on your ass. That's how it sounds when Mills walk to the store, like a horse gallop. I got my hooves on the ground. Looking at that boy Mike from the Ville, stupid. Y'all wild, dog. Shout out Mills, though. That's my dog, man. Mills is my motherfucking dog. Larry Law, that's my dog. I know it seems like I be giving their ass a hard time, nigga. These my dogs, though. I ain't gonna lie. I be rocking out. Mike from the Ville, that's my dog. My boy Steve, my bad, Steven Edwards. You still my dog, my nigga, but you don't be in the Discord. Like I be in the Discord with these motherfuckers down there every day. Phoenix 44, Larry Law, Mike from the Ville, Mills, Miss Duval been popping up in that bitch. It been a lot of y'all coming in and out. K, Lil Mama Did It popped up in there. Bam be coming through. That boy Ruger done popped up in there. Be a lot of y'all popping in and out now. You know what I'm talking about? But we gonna get the Discord lit. For sure. I'm gonna get up out of here though, y'all. I gotta go get something done. And I'm gonna be on the Discord for a little bit though. My boy Larry Law say, that's right, the committee. Mel say that last one was funny. I can't wait till you get in the Discord. Oh, she got them jokes. Oh, she was trying to fry a nigga yesterday, too. I ain't even finna lie. She was trying to fry a nigga. Miss Duval, Larry Law says, and then Miss Duval showing love with the palm trees. She say, Miss Nevada, let's go. All right, y'all, we gonna get up out of here. We all caught up. I'm so caught up. Got me feeling it. I gotta get up out of here, go take care of some business real quick, and I'm gonna get back to it because I have some content that I need to work on. You know, I gotta make sure I put these videos out. That boy Australia is stupid, bro. He said my dad slapped me like that when I fuck up. Boy, get your ass in there. Nigga hand be coming from the ground. Like, how the hell you slap a nigga from the ground? That be like, no, that's like them step group niggas. They go way up. There where the slap come from, nigga. Bitch, boom. Like a nigga, you take a nigga, you a boom the nigga, take a nigga from the ground, up, down. That's how I'm gonna slap me a kid. Let me have me a kid. I can slap him like this. I want me a new little son, not a big son that beat my ass. I can't even fuck with that nigga, but I want me a new little baby son so I can take this slap from the ground and raise that bitch up and slap his little ass down. Like, I said, go in there and clean your motherfucking room, nigga. Like, it's gonna look like a finishing move. Get your little... Like, you gonna hear lightning when I do that shit. But he'll be all right, because I ain't really gonna hit. I ain't gonna hit my damn kid. You can ask him. Anyway. Swing back slap. But what about a nigga do a turnaround slap like one of them USC moves where a nigga spin around it? Bitch! like, I'll slap the shit out of my kid right now. Let me babysit one of y'all kids so I can spin slap that. Sit your little ass the fuck down, nigga. Fuck wrong with you? I'm gonna 360 slap the shit out your little ass. Anyway, I'm finna get up out of here, y'all. I'm gonna go handle my business. You know, I can shoot the shit all day. It ain't nothing to talk. Even when it ain't nothing to talk about. All I know is y'all the most aggravating. Hold on, cuz y'all niggas aggravating.
Aggravated, bro.
Damn, dog.
Aggravated, dog.
Damn.
There's no way in the world. There's no way. There's no way in the world, dog. There's no way in the world, dog.
Y'all niggas
There's no way in the world, but I can't. Aggravating, bro.
Aggravating.
Aggravating. Aggravating, bro.
And I gotta let this nigga speak, boy. Hold on. Hold on, he don't. If a nigga come at you about your donations like this, don't send him shit. Watch how he lean forward.
Did y'all hear that?
Hold on, that boy leaned forward so motherfucking smooth. That boy said, did y'all hear that? Hold on.
Did y'all hear that? Quaker Grits is $20 million a year off black folks. Quaker Grits. Can I have your grit money?
Can I have your grit money?
Give me your grit money for 1 year, and I will build 10 schools across this country. Give me your grits. Give me your Quaker grits. No more grits for 1 year. Can we sacrifice our grits for 1 year? Can we sacrifice the grits? If you give me the grits, $19 million on Quaker grits. $19 million on Quaker grits, black folk, if you give me your Quaker grits. Give me your grit money. I don't want your Louis bag money. I don't want your Mercedes money.
Give me your grit money. Don't donate to no nigga like that, bro. That nigga trying to scam, bro. Oh, man. But nonetheless, man. Hold on. Ruger World Forever say, now the doctor, Miss Duval say, I want your grit money. Give me your grit money. Stephen Edwards say, nigga can't have my damn grits. I'm telling you, I might whip up some in the, boy, ain't nothing like no afternoon grits. You ain't even, forget the breakfast, nigga. You ain't even messing with the lunch. Now I might, Miss Duval had them fish and grits. I might make me some. Ain't no way in the world, all Miss Duval said, Stephen Edwards say, my son big as F room, it ain't gonna be that easy. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. When they get, once they get of a certain age, they ain't going. You don't want to have to really put them paws on your son like, boy, bitch. You don't want to have to really beat him up or pull that fire on him like Marvin Gaye dad. Like, boy, get your big ass, boy, I told you, get your big ass, sit down, nigga, before I blow your motherfucking shit back, nigga. You gotta get your wig parted sideways, nigga, with this big ass gat, nigga. No, you know you old, you say, gat, this big ass gat. Nigga old as hell. Nigga slapped the shit out they son with the back of the gat. Sit your ass. My bad. I don't know why I'm talking like that. I wouldn't even do no shit like that. Mr. Duval say, rumor of Papa Bear. Hey, Papa Bear. Stephen Edwards say, yikes. Swing back slap, Ms. Duval said. And she said, afternoon. Oh, yeah, grits hit different. Especially, man, I'm talking about, they got to be buttered up. They got to be buttered up. Cheese or not, I don't know. It depends on how I'm feeling, but they got to be buttered up. And I like, it ain't even got to be too much salt, but where my pepper at? Where my pepper? And my fish better be fried hard and crispy, nigga. Play with my fish. Ruger World Forever say, I love grits too. Come on, bro. What are you talking about? Give me your grit money. No, nigga. Hell no. Phoenix 44 said, boy, need my grits. Who you telling, bro? What wrong with this nigga? Phoenix 44 said, yeah, they be cold as fuck by then. Nigga, we ain't talking about cooking them in the morning and only eating them in the afternoon. Nigga, that nigga Phoenix crazy. No, nigga. I'm talking about nigga might get in there and whip it up right then. Like, hold on, bop, 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 bop. Yeah. Damn, I might make me some grits. All right, y'all. Hey, man, catch us in the Discord. I think. Anybody in the Discord? nonetheless, if y'all in there, I'm gonna be in there for a few minutes. We're gonna be in a chop it up spot in the Discord, man. I'm gonna be in and out. Oh, hold on, wait, hold on. I see y'all. Hold on, my bad. My bad. I almost messed up. What's up with it, big homie Slim? What's up, Miss Duval? Yo, y'all hear me? Okay. I might have took too long. Okay, I might have took too long. Sorry, big homie Slim and Miss Duval. If y'all was trying to say something in the Discord, I missed it. I was running my mouth. I'm sorry. If y'all still want to speak and y'all can hear me, y'all can go ahead. If not, then we're going to go ahead and get up out of here. Shout out to that big boy, that boy, big homie Slim, for making it to the Discord. What's up, Miss Duval? What's up with you, Miss Duval?
God, I was even over here. I was on the phone working. I apologize.
No, you good.
I forgot I was even over here because I had came earlier or whatever, so I apologize. But no, I just want to say hey to Tat and tell Mike thank you for sending out those amazing subscriptions.
Facts.
And just telling all of the new subscribers, hello. And then also, I just wanted to say one thing when it comes to that guy David. Even though the FBI has not caught up with him, and even though he hasn't been indicted or anything right now, let me tell you about the FBI. They like to sit and wait and watch, and they like to just let you feel like you ain't did shit wrong. Okay? Right. They start piling up, and the more stuff you start doing, I guess they almost like a mom, like your parent, like they'll just sit back and watch you and let you rack up so much crap until it's time to like just pounce on you. You know what I'm saying? I had a friend, and her husband worked at the DMV. Well, I didn't know that he was at the DMV making fake IDs and birth certificates. This was in our hometown. Well, he was asleep. They live in a beautiful home. So imagine being in a baby mansion, you sleep, relaxing, and in the middle of the fucking night at 3:00 in the morning, guess who had AK-47 shoved down his throat? Right now. She was so scared. She was like,
I bet.
Yes, they bust in. I'm like, they'll bust in like that over some fucking birth certificate? Yes. He did federal fed time for that. He was selling $500 per birth certificate, and he didn't even have to do that, rumor, for the simple fact that she made good money, he made good money. They were already rich. They were already making $200,000 a year. And he was just being greedy. But yeah, they was in the bed asleep that morning, and she said she looked up and they was in masks. And only thing she knew, it was FBI on their chest, and they had guns pointed to their face and told him, get out. They arrested him in his drawers. Hands behind his back, in his drawers, walking him out the house. And she was like, I was so embarrassed. She was like, it'd be different if I was in the hood. But she was like, buy me dinner. And she was like, I was so embarrassed because he was coming out in his drawers in front of all the neighbors.
Right.
Because they surrounded the house. They surrounded the house like it was like a drug raid. But it was over some goddamn birth certificates. He was making birth certificates getting them inside of the he was making fake birth certificates and getting them IDs and all of that. I didn't know that was a federal crime.
Hell yeah. So when the feds come, they come in the same way regardless. It don't matter if they coming for drugs, murders, money.
And I was like, how is he gonna survive prison? He's just a regular guy. He don't even have muscles or anything. I was like, oh my God. He's gonna do time. He did 10 years for that over some birth certificates. So don't think just because they haven't arrested David and they just sit back. Y'all don't know what they got. Y'all don't know if they just sit. They might not have enough evidence, but you best believe some type of way. I do believe that he had something to do with it. He may not kill her. I'm saying he did that, but he had something to do with it, and they don't have enough evidence right now to try to lock that man up like that.
Right. I feel like that too. Like he had something to do with it. Shout out to Mels for the $2 super chat. Let's go. Appreciate you, Mels. Much gratitude. Much love. Thank you very much. I agree as well though. I think he had something to do with it. I don't think he's completely oblivious. It's just the timing, like, it's crazy.
And now you don't know where she is, so you at first you was with her, but then you ain't got no phone number. You ain't even tried. I know you was tracking her, like, so you don't know where she was. You don't know who she could have been with, and now she's dead in your car. Like something don't sound right. But I'm just letting you know that the FBI, they will sit back with a cup of coffee and donut, and they'll watch you do so much fucking shit before they come snatch your ass up. Just know that they will snatch you up.
Right.
And my friend, her husband was doing this for like 4 years. I was like, why the fuck they let him sit and do it for 4 years?
To build the case,
for 4 years.
Get the most they can get out of him. Why would Well, for him to be a regular guy, he was sure doing irregular things. That young man should have.
Aroma, imagine being in a bed with your girl in the morning, and you're with your wife, and y'all in that bitch sleep. You don't even know she doing that foul shit at the job, and you wake up that morning. You in the bed sleeping your drawers, and all you see is a gun in your jaw. Get up, get down, behind me. They raided her house like it was a drug raid over birth certificates. So I'm just letting y'all know, honey, if they don't let birth certificates get away, they ain't gonna let you murder somebody. It has something to do with it. So that's all I got to say. And
did they rip her house apart?
No, they went straight. And she said they bust through the door and came straight to their bedroom.
Oh, and grabbed them up and got up out of there.
They came straight to the bedroom, straight to the source, honey. So that's all I'm saying. You know, when it comes to the FBI, they got a little something for you. But I just wanted to say hello to everyone. You guys have a wonderful day. And it's nice to talk to your room, and you enjoy the rest of your afternoon, okay?
Thank you, Miss Duval. You have a great day. Appreciate you as always, and nice to talk to you as well. Hopefully we'll see y'all on the Discord, and you have a good one.
Okay, bye.
For sure. All right, y'all. We're going to get the rest of these chats out of here. I think that's it for the Discord now. If y'all want to hang out afterwards, you know, after the show, it's the after party, and after the party, it's the after party, and after the party, it's another party. And that ain't how it go, but you know, the party don't stop. Meet us in the Discord in the Chop It Up section. You know, there's no pressure over there. Everything light. It ain't gotta be so subject driven and all that. Everybody just over there hanging out. If you want some white noise, if you just want to listen, if you want to contribute to the conversation, whatever, go join Chop It Up. Shout out to Mills for that last minute $2 super step real quick. Let's go. Appreciate you for sure. My boy Big Homie Slim said, my bad, rumor didn't even know I was up to speak. I just joined and so I knew how to get in the new Discord. Okay, for sure, bro. Ain't no problem, my brother. Stephen Edwards says, muscles don't mean anything, Miss Duval. Niggas be big for no reason. That's a fact. Them boys first get knocked upside their head. Clunk. Mike from the Ville say, yeah, big homie, it's different chats. You join the chat to speak on the stream. It's a bunch of different sections we post in. The sections with the speakers are the voice chats. Oh, yeah. That's the one I usually share because I shared the one for the whole server and it didn't work. So I just went straight to the voice chat. So that's on me. That's on me, baby. Miss Duval showing love to males. Miss Duval said afternoon grits hit different. Phoenix 44 said, oh yeah, they be cold as fuck by then. Okay, we all caught up then. For sure. Well, in that case, and like that, we gone. Like my nigga drummer said, and like that, we gone. Looking ass. But yeah, man, y'all so aggravating. Y'all already know, but I appreciate y'all the most, man. I promise y'all, ain't no content creator, nothing without the support of the people, man. Y'all keep the show going. Y'all make the vibe. Y'all are the vibe, you know? So thank y'all. Thank y'all. Much appreciation to y'all aggravating ass. Hope y'all got that good energy going for the rest of the day. Go out there, handle y'all business, accomplish whatever it is y'all need to accomplish. You know what I'm saying? Get your goals done. If you got somebody in mind, you're thinking about somebody you ain't spoke to in a while, at least hit them up, man. Tell them you love them. If you don't love them, you like them a lot, just let them know they're being thought of. You might not get that chance again, man. Life is short. Make the best of it while you're here. Have fun. Enjoy yourself. In the meantime, between time, we will be back very, very soon. I want to say tomorrow, but I'm not 100% sure because I got to get in the lab and work on these videos. I'm working on a schedule. Get in the Discord. There's going to be some updates in there. You'll start to will be more informative. Everything's coming together. Trust me, everything is coming together. I'm chopping it up with the necessary people to get everything situated, and we working on everything, getting more organized, producing more content, making sure we got something for the members, everything. So, man, shout out to y'all. Much love to y'all. Enjoy y'all day. Like my bro say, I do reserve the right to be wrong, but that is only because there's room for human error, and I do identify as a multimillionaire, but in the process of claiming it, we are going to do the work to attain those goals, right? But other than that, y'all have a great one. Much love as always. This is the Ruminati Network, and we are out of here.